right, it is 7:30-ish. So once again, we are back live in the man cave. Want to say what's up to everybody. Appreciate y'all checking in with us this Sunday evening. Don't take it for granted. Appreciate all your support as we do what we do to be the number one source for Polk County High School basketball. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and get started. But before we do that, I want to say what's up to All-State PG, All-State Coach. What's going on with y'all fellas?
Man, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. First Sunday of the summer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Officially summer. Like it took forever to get here, huh? But now it's here. So congratulations. So like they said in the Baptist church, we're not gonna hold y'all long tonight. We know that the game is on shortly, so we're gonna bypass the coach's corner and the PG two mistake, and we're just gonna jump right in. And so tomorrow starts Summer League. But before we talk about Summer League, we want to, because now I guess things are kind of official, sort of, kind of. Transfer portal had some movement, had some motion. We had some motion this week, so we want to kind of discuss that. The two teams that kind of, I guess, officially made some moves or was able to be posted. Winter Haven picked up two additions. They lost KJ to FAMU. Shout out to FAMU and KJ. They also lost Dylan James to University of Georgia. This week they picked up 2024 6'5" shooter Yoshi Nemo from Haines City, and they also picked up 6'6" 2025 forward Zay Mosley from Jordan Christian Prep. So you all's first reaction to those two pickups from the Blue Devils?
You thought it was a great move? Is it enough? That's gonna be the question.
Is it enough over the hump?
Yeah.
To add on what Barnes saying, the Vaughn kid went to Florida Southwestern State College. I see he picked up a
Yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you, Coach.
But like you said, is it enough? You know.
You don't play, you just picked up the point guard from Plantation.
Yes.
Only loss they had from Florida team. They grabbed their point guard.
So, like you said, is it enough? You know what I'm saying? I do see a rematch in 7A championship game, but you know, will those players come in and fit right in? I think they'll still be tough. My thing is finding that 6 to 8 or 9 is going to be Coach Woodside's job right now. That's what the summer is for. He needs to find who, because you can't play those kids 32 minutes. There's no way.
They gonna dominate Polk County again.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Dominate.
All capital letters. Anybody that got them on the schedule lining up, they're gonna dominate.
I'm sorry.
You know.
So when you say dominate, because you know everybody got different definitions of dominate. So
there's lose Polk County. I would say that they won't lose in Polk County.
They won't lose a game in the county.
Dubs.
Jimmy Dean, anything inside PC perimeters.
Dub.
I just say they won't lose.
Yeah, I can be nice. Dubs.
Okay. All right. So another move that was made was Santa Fe picked up two additions this week. They picked up Antonio Wright, was Jenkins' leading scorer last year, 2024 guard, averaged like 15 a game, a little over 15 a game. And they also picked up the best kid from Lakeland Christian that a lot of people don't really know about, but good player. Matt Stevens, he averaged like 14, 15 a game as well. So, 14 a game. So they both will be 2024 kids. So Santa Fe, I know they went to a team camp this weekend, And I know Winter Haven went to team camp this weekend. Winter Haven, I think they went 4-0 when they were at
They went 6-0.
6-0.
And Zay Mosley picked up a scholarship offer.
And shout out to Zay Mosley, picked up offer from Stetson. He's been at Winter Haven less than a week, and he already picked up an offer.
Dub.
So, Coach, what you got on the current state of travel ball before we jump into summer league, man, and talk about we gonna drop our pre-summer league top 10 teams, and we're gonna drop our pre-summer league top 20 guys to watch. Not necessarily saying they're the top 20 guys, but top 20 that we, So anything, Coach?
Nothing huge, Coach. Shout out to Spartans, FTL, and Tony Bradley for sure. They're definitely getting their kids out there on the independent circuits in front of coaches. I know the Spartans are doing pretty good. FTL has definitely traveled, from the Midwest to down south. Miller does a great job funding that program, and Tony Bradley, it's a couple kids putting in work, especially Alex Sessoms. He's having a great summer right now. So I think travel ball in Polk County is at a good state, and just going to continue to improve, and hopefully in July have a strong live period from those programs.
Okay. We want to make sure, speaking of FTA, I want to say congrats to Zeke Munoz from Santa Fe, who signed with Ridgewater College. I think this out of Minnesota. Had a signing this week. So congrats to Mr. Munoz. Good luck to you. And, hope things go well. Make sure you pack a lot of warm clothes because
Zeke, buy your coat from up there. Buy your coat from up there, sir.
It gets cold. It gets real cold in Minnesota. It's cold more than it's hot. So, anywho, as we transition to Summer League jumps off tomorrow. All games are at the Advent Fieldhouse tomorrow. And so what we want to do first, we want to kind of give you all our preseason top 10. We're going to go 10-1 as we always do. So, and we'll post this tomorrow on the page as well. So 10, we got a tie at 10. We have McKeel and we have Discovery. At number 9, we have Kissimmee Osceola. At 8, we have, and probably get stuff thrown at the screen for number 8. Number 8, we have the Lakeland Dreadnoughts. Number 7, probably get some other stuff thrown at the screen. We have the Lake Region Thunder. 6, we have, might be a surprise to some people, but we have Kathleen at 6. 5, we have Santa Fe. 4, we have Sebring. 3, we have Bartow. 2, we have Victory. And 1, we have Winter Haven. So that's our top 10 pre-summer league. Coach, any thoughts on that?
You have Caroline in the top 10?
They 6, yes, sir.
Oh, all right.
Yes, sir. We got him at 6.
Which league? FIFA Women's World Cup or FIFA World Cup?
Was that me?
That was Coach Billy D.
Oh, okay.
Tuma excited my series.
Hey, I'm like, okay, to make sure that ain't me. This Apple's smarter than everybody, so you never know where they're coming from. At least
you mentioned Kathleen at 6. My prediction they'll be in the top 5 by the end of the summer. They got a good 25 class with Malachi, Broffett, Nixon, and the big kid Isaiah Medina. I think they're gonna surprise some people. And they'll be much improved than last year.
Who the big kid played with this summer?
He's playing with me. With the East 1 squad, yeah.
That's Murph kid that left Murph?
Yes.
They're playing.
He's actually improved over the past 5-6 weeks. He's active on the defensive end. We've been working on some offensive stuff. He's improved a lot in the past 6 weeks, and I just found out that kid just only been playing basketball for 2 years.
2 years, coach. Yeah. That's why I said it's still so high, coach.
Yeah.
Oh, he just started. Everything is upside.
Yeah, and we're trying to put some tools in his bag. We got the jump hook and some other things. He's looking real good right now. He got a lot of attention when we were up in Atlanta.
He's 6'11", coach. He's 6'11". He can block shots, rebound, and run, and he ain't scared.
Coach, and he's knocking down jump shots, even the three. So,
Murray still feeling some type of way about that loss.
He should. Man, like you said, that kid's ceiling so high. If I'm Shaw, I get in touch with Alvin Jones and have Alvin come talk to that kid. You know what I'm saying?
Or BB.
You know what I'm saying? But
he Alvin all over again.
He could be.
He could be Alvin all over again, coach. That's scary. He how with basketball, everybody, kind of fudge the hype. But he like a legit,
coach, he might be 7 foot.
He's a legit 6'11". So you got him on the top end of 6'11". He might be 7 foot.
He might be 7 foot, coach.
And he's just a junior, coach.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got Nix that can go play the 4, be on the wing. He's 6'6". And Broffett, then they getting a couple of freshmen from the Fire that so that's the Fire program.
Do you throw those kids out there? Because if I'm coach, I'm putting those freshmen out there.
Yeah, I'll throw them out there.
I don't even play them on JV. I'm putting them on varsity.
You got to have 5 out there. So them 2 coming from them freshmen, them babies, just throw them right out there. Throw them in the 5. What we talking about?
I'm looking at this as a 2-year process.
Yeah.
The quicker you get those young kids up to speed, like this year, I'm really looking for Kathleen to make a deep run in the playoffs. And next year, they should kick that door into a Final Four berth. That's if I'm Shaw, that's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
And so
it might be the return of the lean.
I mean, Cole, when the last time Kathleen had size like that? The last time they had size like that, they did something with it, right? Or no?
Now, you want to know what's interesting though, y'all? I don't think y'all really pay attention to the cycle that happens in Polk County. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Lake Wells. What that was 2000. What it up? Okay, Lake Wells. Then you come back. You got Kathleen, right? So then you go 07, 08. You got Kathleen for 2 years. Then you got Bartow after that, right, for 2 years. Then you got Lake Wells for 2 years. I think Haines City was in there for a year or 2. So now you got the same thing. You got Bartow was running for 2 years. You got Winter Haven finna make a 2-year run, 2 or 3 year run. And then you're going to have a whole nother group. It should be Kathleen. Yeah, you had Winter Haven for 2 years. My bad, Pruitt. You had Winter Haven. So the cycle, it seems like it's about to happen again. It could possibly happen. All right? It could possibly happen with what Shaw got coming in if those kids stay and stick together. Well, he's going to have size. He's going to have skill guard, everything.
Right now, all 3 of them playing for me right now, and I'm trying to get them better. I see big things. Yeah, Nixon with me too, and Malachi. Okay.
I see the cycle happening. Yeah, Kathleen next 2 years after this year. Next 2 years, Kathleen gonna be in the house.
So we looking way too far ahead. Kathleen the favorite for that district.
Coach Shaw gonna break the curse.
Coach Shaw gonna break the curse. He gonna kick the door in. That's what you're saying?
Now I will say this: Bartow's gonna be senior dominated this year. He got like 6 or 7 of them that are seniors. So I think that dish is gonna be real interesting.
Yeah.
But right now, I would say Bartow and Kathleen. But don't sleep on the bear. I'm pretty sure he'll pull something out of his hat too to try to disrupt all of that.
Well, the bear got a few folks, few additions. Two of them, I guess we can kind of say because they done play football. So the young brothers from Armandale, Keon and Jameson, and they picked up another. They got another. I mean, it's all gonna be out tomorrow, right? And when they walk in the Advent Fieldhouse. So, our thing with us at Polk, whether we know stuff or not, we usually try to chill before we post it because that's just how we operate. So, even like the whole deal with Zay and Yoshi, we knew kind of that had to happen a while before it happened, but we try to be respectful of the process. But Monty, you can't run the way. You can't have a 7-footer, 6'7", 6'4", and be on and go under the radar. Y'all front street now, like y'all right out there with everybody else. So but yeah, so I'm sure the Bear not happy that we're not talking about them right now. But he took some losses. He took some huge losses, but I mean he got a couple guys that's coming back. So the summer is going to be big for the Bear, for Lakeland, with the new guys that they got coming in and see how they kind of gel together. So that's our top 10. We'll post that in the morning. And the 20 players that we got to watch, and this is in no order. This is no ranking. It's just 20 players that we feel like top 20 players to watch. I don't even know if I want to say top because people start going different with that. So we're just going 120, just names. So we got Isaac, and we'll post this tomorrow on the page. Isaac Salazar from Winter Haven, Jamie Phillips from Winter Haven, Zay Mosley from Winter Haven, Yoshi Nemo from Winter Haven, Isaiah Medina from Kathleen, Jeremy Nixon from Kathleen, LJ Kaysen from Victory, Mike Andino from Victory, Daraja Hardy from Lakeland, Jason Williams from Bartow, Ed Wiggins from Bartow, Sylvester Lewis from Sebring, Davion Lattimore from Sebring, Willie Wilson from Victory.
Discovery.
Sorry, Coach Williams. From Discovery. Tate Darner from Santa Fe. Alex Sessoms from McKeel. Sebastian Rosado from Lake Wells. Tony Wright from Santa Fe now. Formula Jenkins. Brian McKinney from Lake Region. So obviously there's a lot more kids that's going to be playing, and that's before it starts. That's not how it ends. Of course, things change by what happens when they're on the floor. Once again, those are our 20. Coach Fitzgerald, we know that obviously we can't name all the kids. I know that's you're very partial, which you should be. You're supposed to be, and we know Lanier is a good player, real good player. So we just 20 that we thought of, that we came up with, and I'm sure once we post it tomorrow, people have their positive things to say, but more likely they will have their negative things to say. But like I said, it's just kind of to get the juices going. So what we'll do is every day we'll post the schedule as far as who plays what. Like tomorrow, the games of the night tomorrow for us, the two of them. Now it's going to be more than 2 games, but the 2 that we kind of circle for tomorrow. Once again, all the games are at the Advent Fieldhouse in Winter Haven. Shout out to the city of Winter Haven and Coach Woodside for Coach Talbot for getting that worked out. But Bartow and Lakeland play tomorrow at 6. And then from an individual standpoint, a game that's got kind of interesting tomorrow. I don't know about team-wise because we don't know what both teams have. Although McKeel's playing a lot of games right now, but Late Wells and McKill. You got Vash versus Alex. Alex Sessoms is having a pretty good travel ball season so far, and I think Vash over at where was that this weekend? He gave like 30 and one half. He went for like the Sebastian Rosado kid. He's just like a walking bucket, and now he's dunking too.
No, he's dunking too.
He gave somebody 30 and one half over the weekend. I was just like,
who are you playing with? Late Well?
Right now he's he is.
I'll ask Billy B. Who is he playing with, Billy B?
What coaches mentioned is with his travel ball squad. Gave 30 and a half. Now he will be playing with Lake Wells in summer league.
He chose Lake Wells or something.
Lake Wells next year. That will be interesting to see.
He played with A1 Elite this weekend. Thank you, Miss Linton. Whoever he played, I know he gave somebody 30 and a half. I know he took off on somebody. So, but those are the guys that we have. Like I said, we'll post those tomorrow. And like I said, we didn't rank them or anything, but we did rank the teams preseason. So we ranked the team, but we didn't rank the kids. Coach Colston, once again at Polk Hoops, we until we get confirmation, we just report where guys are at. We have heard that it is a very fluid situation. I guess we can say that it's a very fluid situation as it relates to that young man. And I guess we can say that much and kind of leave it there, like very fluid, like running water fluid. Yes, Lake Wells did pick up a coach. I'm sorry, I do not know his name. I just know he's from Chicago, so they picked somebody up out of state. It's gonna be interesting how that pans out. When Lake Wells has always been synonymous with picking their own people. So them not picking a Lake Wells guy, that's gonna be very interesting how that pans out. I hope the best for him coming in, but he's coming in. He's gonna have to work through some stuff because Lake Wells they're a little different with the home, with taking care of coach. We just keeping it a book, coach. You know how y'all is, man. Y'all anything outside them city limits, boy, y'all look at them up, down, side, around the corner. Okay, what the resume say. So I wish him the best. I wish him the best, but
I think he's not even gonna be here for another 2 weeks or something like that.
Wow. So he's not gonna be here.
I think the JV coach is from last year.
That's tough. Lake Wells had a tough couple of years, man, with coaches and things like that. So I feel bad for the kids. Your heart go out to them because everybody else getting better, man. Nobody feeling sorry for you. Everybody trying to benefit off of your issues. So in any event, we got our guests in the green room, I guess we want to call it. This one here is gonna be a little personal for me. I'll go ahead and say it like last time was personal for Coach. This one's gonna be a little personal for me. Just the newest coach. Well, no, he ain't, because the Lake Wells coach got hired after him. But one of the newest coaches that's taking over for his alma mater. Very excited to have him on. Hear what he got to say about his plans for the program. So without further ado, I want to introduce and welcome Kenny Davis into the Man Cave. What's going on with you there, Court?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Hey, what up?
What's up?
Good and great, man. Look at you. I ain't recognize you, boy. You know, went the lab and became a whole different.
Hey, I'm back quarterback, coach. I'm back in quarterback and running the point guard now.
Man, I'm getting flashbacks, man. Flashbacks.
Yes,
oh. Hey, but like we do, man, welcome into the Man Cave like we do every time. We want to give you a chance as introduction to say anything that you want to say about yourself, about your squad, about your plan, whatever, and then we'll hit you with some questions, but we want to give you a chance as an introduction to say whatever it is that you may not want to say nothing, but we'll always give you the chance.
Coach, I just want to appreciate everybody at Polk Hoops for bringing me out and put me on give me the spotlight to put my program, try to put us, give us a little shine. First and foremost, I want to thank God for this opportunity to coach these guys, man. It's major. took some confirmation from God before I even accepted this job, but I'm here and I'm ready to work.
Okay. Well, you said it first. Your program at your alma mater, where you walked the halls, where you put the uniform on, where you ran on the football field, ran on the court. How has that been? Can you put that in the words, or has it set in yet, or you still trying to like figure it all out every day you walk into the gym, or has it slowed down yet?
Still, definitely still get that feeling every time I come into Georgia. I mean, just the different smells. Just the smell of the locker room and the gym when you walk in. Bring back all those familiar, all those memories and stuff like that. So, definitely exciting times, and I'm looking forward to working.
Okay.
Coach Kenny. So what's Coach Kenny basketball gonna look like at Jenkins? So what can we look forward to?
We're gonna get up and down the floor a little bit. We're gonna defend. I mean, it's a lot going to change, but a lot is also going to stay the same. Because I came up under Coach Meyer. I was a freshman when Jent was a senior, so both of us came up under that system. So some things look the same. We're gonna try to get out and run. We're gonna play some defense. We're gonna probably see a lot more shots go up. But you'll see it'll be a lot more exciting offensively. But we still gonna try to lock down I ain't gonna say try. We're gonna lock down defensively. We're gonna try to get after some people. We're definitely looking to push the tempo though, but not gonna always be able to push the tempo, and I understand that also. So definitely got to be able to move the ball in the half court set. So, but our first thing we want to do, we want to get out in transition, try to get some easy buckets in transition.
Okay. Well, I got this question from probably a couple weeks ago. The streets asked this. It came from McGriff. So you get it. So the streets want to know from me, when Lakeland High School plays George Jenkins High School, where am I going to be? Because folks that know that both y'all my guys. I coach Hen, I coach you. And so the question is, where am I going to be at? And I say, I'm just going to sit. I'm not your biological dad. I'm not Hen's biological dad, but I feel like I got a little hand in some of your upbringing. So I'm just, right. I can't lose. I can't lose. So for you, how would that be? I know you ain't looked that far ahead. Maybe you peeked at a little bit, but how looking ahead, have you looked ahead? What's your thoughts on that initial? I know sometimes we get on here, start stuff. So we're not trying to start nothing, but I'm sure it might. So
you mean like as far as playing Lakeland? How am I gonna feel about playing Lakeland?
Is it just Lakeland or is it Hen?
I mean, it's both. I mean, ain't nowhere around Lakeland, ain't nowhere around Hen. So, I mean, it's gonna definitely be a dog fight. I know they got some ball players over there, but we're gonna show up and it's gonna be some grit, it's gonna be some grind. We're gonna go as hard as we can to those guys, and I expect the same thing. So it's definitely be a dog fight. I know they got some talent over there, so I know it's gonna be a dog fight for sure. I'm trying to get him. Well, he just hit me up, so we might have a round two. I know we played one time at so I know he's been hearing the rumbles too.
Okay.
We already have them on the schedule once. Have Lakeland on the schedule once for their place. So I talked to him the other day. And he said that we may be able to get that second game to go, because I guess everybody been on his head about scheduling the second game also. So man, they trying to turn us against each other, but it's always love, It's always love. During the game, it's gonna be that's the enemy during the game, but afterwards, guaranteed we're gonna be dapping each other up and hugging and saying good game. So definitely looking forward to that aspect. I mean, you always want to compete. You always want to play against the best. So definitely looking forward to that aspect of it also.
Y'all gonna hug and shake out if somebody's gonna call the dogs out?
Hold on, I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
Are y'all gonna hug and shake if somebody's gonna call the dogs out?
Man, ain't no dogs getting called off now. We going on. Ain't nobody getting no dogs. But if it does happen, somebody getting swung on. When I was man.
That's all better.
Yeah. Hey, what it is? Meet me in the parking lot. I'll be.
That's real.
Well, you know me. I'm gonna be the starter. I ain't gonna say
that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You gotta have like Stephen A. and them guys. You gotta have somebody to stir the pot.
So
You definitely that guy.
That's what I'm here.
What's been I don't want to say hardest, and hardest might be the right word. What's been the hardest thing or the most eye-opening or surprising thing as you have transitioned into the head coaching role? Something that you kind of maybe took for granted when you played, or when you was assistant coach. That's since you the guy now, since everything stops with you. What's been probably one of the most like surprising things that you took for granted, or just didn't even really pay attention to?
Kind of forgot. I mean, watching NBA, you see players get hurt, they roll an ankle and stuff. So I'm used to rolling an ankle and like, man, I'm good. I'm getting right back out there. So that's something that I guess guys in the NBA do it also, but that's something I've seen around the last few weeks also. A rolled ankle, a bump, a bruise, and I'm like, man, ain't nothing wrong with you. Come on, you good. So that's probably probably one of the hardest things I've seen, like kids wanting to maybe sit out because they have a rolled ankle and stuff like that. That's probably the main thing. Just teach them, like, are you hurt? Are you hurt? Or are you injured? So my dad always told me, are you hurt or injured? If you're injured, go on over there and sit down. If you're hurt, let's go. Strap up, let's go.
So, Coach, you put a lot into it. We talk about this on the show all the time, that head coach, is important, but your staff kind of can take you from good to great.
Definitely.
So if you don't have a good staff, okay, how great a coach you, because you can't see everything. So you got to have some help. So you decided to take the strategy to hire pretty much all Jenkins alumni guys. And so once again, that's kind of a little personal with me also, because pretty much everybody you hired, they're my guys too. So I coached those, so that I was proud and happy to see it from a personal standpoint. But what was the thought process, or was there a thought process with how you put your staff together?
Starting off, the job opened up. I wasn't sure who I was going to hire at first, but I put in. We have a group chat like with the Georgians guys, and I put in the group chat. I held on to the information for probably close to 2 weeks. I finally put in the group chat as it started coming out or whatever, and a couple guys said, "Man, I want to be on board. I want to be on board." But in the beginning, I wasn't sure who I wanted to be on board. So then when Sheldon Dennis, Mike Sams, Zach Hawkinson, DeMarcus Bird, my cousin Demetrius Giles, those guys, man, they reached out to me and said they wanted to help out. And I know I strategically picked those guys once they reached out. Quite a few people reached out. And Lance Johnson's gonna be my JV head coach. But those guys reached out, and I kind of weighed my options. I said, man, these guys, this is a brotherhood. I already know these guys. They know the program. They know what Jenkins basketball is about. So I felt like and those guys have their specialty, whatever. Mike Sams, Division I basketball player. Sheldon, he played everything. It was really, really good and everything, and also great in some things. So I have him doing strength and conditioning, along with Zach Hawkinson. They're doing strength and conditioning. Then we got Mike Sams doing our player development. So we got some people strategically placed for those reasons. They have contacts and they know the game of basketball, point blank period. They've been around kids already, coaching travel ball and things of that nature. So it's kind of like a no-brainer with those guys once they reached out and they show interest and wanted to come out and help out. So it's hard to find good help. And those guys have been a godsend for me. I mean, they've been working endless. People, I didn't realize how much work it was, man. Like, we didn't play the game yet. And those guys are like right there helping, and whatever I need, they're on top of it. Like, I'll send a text like, hey, I need you to do this, do that. They're on it. No questions asked. So I appreciate those guys. Thank you, fellas. If y'all watching, I appreciate y'all boys and y'all men.
Okay. So, Coach, everybody has their own like strategy how they approach summer league. So some people go in like, we trying to win every game. We trying to get everybody sausage. Some people go in, we just trying to get guys out. Some guys just roll the balls out. Somebody, Coach, you've been there. Some guys go in and run. They're trying to put stuff in and run stuff. Some guys just running around. Just got guys, in just out there. So have you and your staff kind of talk, because it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, right. Y'all line up. So all the practice, y'all get to actually go and get some other people tomorrow. So I know you kind of low-key excited about that. But what if you want to share, because, we get on here, sometimes coaches, they're very open, and then some coaches is like Fort Knox,
trying to keep it on the low.
Yeah, trying to keep it. So, however you chose to answer the question, how much you want to share? What's your plan or strategy for how you're going to use summer league?
I mean, pretty much have our starting 5 set. It's those guys, the 7th and the 8th kid that I kind of want to see. But I know we kind of really never know what you have until you're playing against somebody else. I mean, there's plenty of times on the line that we scrimmage. And let me rewind a little bit. You said practice. We don't practice. We have workouts. Workouts, coach. You can't say practice. We weren't doing that.
Yeah.
Workouts. So we have workouts and stuff. You kind of know what kind of talent you have, and but you're not sure how it's going to look until you're actually playing against other competition. So I'm looking forward to playing against somebody other than ourselves. We'll start the starting 5 will start, and then as it gets later on in the quarter and a half, I think we play 2 20-minute halves. We'll throw some guys out there, just see what we can do, and then of course the guys that are going to 10th grade, we'll throw them out there a little bit, see if they're ready for the varsity level. If they're not, we'll send them to JV. So we'll play maybe 2 or 3 games, get those guys an opportunity to prove themselves, the underclassmen, see if they need to further develop and play JV, or if they are ready to come up and face the big dogs on varsity. So we'll throw them in the fire and see how they react. Throw them out there with a couple of our senior guys, some of our seasoned guys, and see how they do. We'll go from there with our evaluations.
So, Coach, you got a different perspective on things, kind of like Coach do, because you have officiated. So now you're going from officiating to the sideline. So, how? And I got to be careful with it. Coach always get me like, we have to be careful with how we ask a question, because you got to see these people. As an official going to the bench, how do you predict that will be? Do you have any reservations about it? Do you feel like that's going to be, because that's going from one end to the next,
Well, starting off coaching and then going into officiating was definitely an eye opener. Not going back into coaching, it's definitely even more of an eye opener getting back into coaching. I would say I usually don't be on refs' head even before I started officiating. I don't be on their head like that, because I try to tell the players, don't worry about the referees. Play your game. Do what you're supposed to do. It's gonna be bad calls. It's human error. It is what it is. So, I'll say something to the ref here and there, but it won't be anything malicious. But most of it, I'm coaching my kids. If I'm out at half court screaming and yelling, I'm definitely not yelling at the ref. I'm coaching my kids, trying to coach them up, make sure they're where they're supposed to be. So officiating is officiating. It is what it is. It's gonna be bad calls. It's gonna be good calls. It's gonna be some things that go your way. But if we're doing the little things, what we're supposed to do, I'm not really worried about officiating. It is what it is. That's something that you can't control. Control what you can do, and the rest it is what it is.
Okay. I'm just going until they jump in. I'll just, I'll hit the questions.
I got one.
Okay.
We just seen one kid go over to Santa Fe, and everybody have the mentality of next man up. But it's been rumors that you got some additions too, and I haven't seen no breaking news on Polk Hoops. So, is it any new faces in the jig program?
Only person I know that we had a kid was Lance Williams. Get this kid named Lance Williams, which is one of my best friends. Transferred in from Lake Gibson. Other than him, that's the only person. We also have a kid named Lewis. My first time meeting him was yesterday at physicals. He said he's interested in coming out. He came in from Freedom High School in I think it's in Orlando. But outside of those two guys, I haven't heard anything. I love to have whoever the rumors is. We love to have them. Send them, please.
Coach, what's your take on? I heard this last week. I was talking to Hen at Coach Collins' retirement last week. And he said that there is I don't know if it's statewide or just Polk County, that now they've added, with the physical, they've added a mental health component. and this is the first time I've heard about that. How are you managing that? What's your thoughts on that? Because like I said, this is like something that's rare. So you're having to manage that as a first year coach when that hasn't been in place, prior to you taking over.
Right. Well, I haven't seen much about. They told me about Activate a couple weeks ago, where the kids have to upload their physical, and I was on there just playing around with it, trying to get the gist of it. They had I did see the mental health, and there's like three or four different classes. I guess the kids have to go in and have to take the concussion thing. I'm not sure how new that is. Kids have to take a class on that. So I mean, it's I think it benefit the kids. I mean, you just never know what kids are going through, So it won't hurt them. I don't think it'll hurt them. I mean, to take those classes but the activators, it's definitely all brand new. They're switching over to all the technological stuff. So it'll be different, but we're gonna keep it trucking. So I think the kids they'll adjust well. It could help them. I don't think it'll hurt them though.
But you when you played, you were a very skilled player. You were a tough player. Make sure I want to ask this the right way. How has the game and how has the player changed? And if you don't have to, if you don't feel like you answer it the right way, then. But how in your new spot, your new role, how have you noticed the shift? And maybe it's not a shift from you, of the player and the parent from then to now. Have you noticed a change, or is it kind of the same deal with you, or what's your thoughts on that?
My parents, I talked to Coach Meyer about this before. My parents might have had a conversation with Coach Meyer maybe once or twice, but never about basketball. Just like, Coach, how you doing today? It was never about playing time or anything like that. When I was coaching the Fire, I was approached sometimes about parents and playing about playing time for kids and stuff. It's definitely different. Definitely a lot different. Not something that I'm used to, but it's something that we're gonna have to get used to. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Parents want their baby to play. They want their baby to play, and I can understand why they would approach. But at the same time, if I wouldn't get in the game, my daddy like, yo, bad. Like, what are you doing to get better to get in the game? Are you asking Coach? I mean, that was never a problem because I worked hard. Like my daddy instilled in me, like, when you get in between those lines, nobody's your friend. Like, you trying to get on the floor. No way around it. Make it happen. So he didn't really have to even step to Coach Meyer about playing time. Even if he thought about it, he never did it. And so I do think things have changed. But at the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do as coaches. We're trying to win. We're gonna play the best player, play our best players out there. We're gonna put them out there and try to get the win. Everybody's not gonna play. You might have we'll go 7, 8 deep maybe, and then it's up to them to develop and to receive everything we're trying to teach, and it's up to them for their own play to get earn their own playing time.
Okay. Well, we got one more question, Coach, and then we'll let you finish up. And we appreciate your time. So, have you looked yet, and your initial thoughts on your district for next year?
I have. I had to ask Coach Bird. I said, man, who's all in the district? I knew Winter Haven was there, and they done reloaded again. All right, so I know they're the bar. I know they're the bar. I know Tuma finna come with this, talking about this sausage and stuff. I know he on the way with it. But at the end of the day, back when I was at Jenkins, we didn't have a lot of size. Never had a lot of size after Jen and those guys from my freshman year left. We didn't have a lot of size. We played against those guys from Kathleen, Richards, and all the guys 6'7", 6'8". Like, you guys were huge, so you got to box out. So you just got to have that toughness. If you want to compete. You got to get out there and you got to do what other people don't want to do. You got to get on the floor on loose balls. You got to dive on the floor. You got to box out. You got to draw a charge. You got to do all those little things. Once that becomes the coach, once that becomes the expectation in the program, it don't matter who you play. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you'll be in the game and be able to at least compete. So we're trying to get everybody on the same page, get everybody to that level where we're not scared of. I mean, that's so and so. So he ranked in the state. So nobody cares about that. Well, I don't personally. We don't care about rankings and all that stuff. I mean, the kids care about rankings, of course, but I'm saying as far as us being giving a guy too much props or being scared of somebody. All right, so we want to box out. We want to cut baseline. We want to draw charges. So that's going to be our MO at George Jenkins. But I know Winter Haven loaded. Ridge, I'm not sure what Ridge had. Haven't seen. I saw Winter Haven quite a few times play this year. I mean, last year they're really good. I know they got some pieces returning. They got those guys that transferred in. So I know they're at the bar, and we'll be trying to keep up with those guys.
Okay. All right. He gonna let you. You got good credit. He let you live tonight. So, so we're gonna let you go because once again we try.
Huh?
I need my hoodie.
Yeah, that hoodie.
I got you.
Yeah, I need one of them too. So, last thing, anything you want to leave that we didn't ask, that you didn't talk about, that you thought about, that you want to leave. Once again, always welcome. You got. It's real personal for me. So, just real proud of you. Always real proud of you. Saying it publicly. But looking forward to great things for you out there, Jenkins. And I can't lose. I'm just smiling. But anything you want to leave or speak on before we let you go that you didn't talk about.
I just want to thank you, Coach, and Tuma and Billy D for having me on, man. I appreciate y'all. That's love right there. Definitely grateful for y'all having me on, give me the spotlight. Just want to have my guys are watching. I want y'all to be ready to go, be ready to work. We're gonna work like never before to get better. We're trying to improve. We're gonna improve, but we got to buy in. And again, I thank God for this opportunity. I'm trying to mentor gonna mentor these guys through the game of basketball and try to change some lives and mentor them and get them right.
We appreciate you, Coach, man. Much success to you. We know you're going to do well. You already, everything you touched have been successful. So those guys are in good hands, great hands, and we just real proud of you and appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time. And good luck to you this season, man. Don't be a stranger. Of course, I ain't going to be a stranger, but thank you for your time, all right?
Yes, sir. Tell me you ain't got nothing for me?
No,
he let you breathe. You got platinum. You the first time he done gave you a pass, boy. That's big. So
I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Oh, you 0-0 right now, so he waiting on you.
No.
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
All right, Coach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Huh?
I'm a fan. I ain't got nothing. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Y'all take it easy.
Yes, sir. You too.
Stay blessed out here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get off, one thing, man, we want to give a real big shout out to the GOAT for y'all that know or may not know. Coach Terrence McGriff will be inducted into the Polk County Sports Hall of Fame. The ceremony is next Tuesday, the 13th. Anybody who knows Coach McGriff knows his body of work. Obviously, for me, it's a little more personal for me because me and him started together. We built something with the fire, and he went to Bartow and has carried that success. At Polk, we are extremely proud of Coach McGriff. We won't be on before the ceremony, so we want to make sure we say it because next week we won't be on because of holiday. But we want to give you your flowers. We know Coach Collins hate the flowers. He hate the flowers, but we're going to give them to you because they're well-deserved, Coach. Congrats, please, on behalf of Polk Hoops and, Polk County as a whole. Congratulations, sir, in advance, all right? All right, so last thing before we get off tonight, Denver or Miami? I know the game already started.
Check your text message real quick, Mark.
All right, hold on. Breaking news?
Nah, just announcement.
Okay. All right, so we just got a text message from Advent Fieldhouse. So tomorrow night, and we'll post this on the page also, but the Fieldhouse for the Summer League games tomorrow. Number one, parents, fans, spectators. Seating is on the second level of the Fieldhouse. please understand that you will not be allowed on the court. I know that was a kind of deal last time. So the field house, you got to be up top. You can't be on the floor. Only people on the floor is the teams. Second, only the teams, once again, that are playing the next game will be allowed on the wooden bleachers. So we can't just be hanging out on the bleachers. And then the third thing is athletes and teams remain after their games. They must go upstairs to stay at the field house. So once again, if you are playing, you're down on the field house floor. If you're not, they want you up on the second level. The only people that's down there on the first level is the actual people that's playing. The only people that's in the wooden bleachers is the team that's playing there. So, like, if I'm playing the 5 o'clock game, if I got the 6 o'clock game, I could be in the bleachers if the 5 o'clock game is going on. If I got the 8 o'clock game, they don't want you in the bleachers until right before your game. And then if you're done, I play at 5 o'clock. I don't have to leave, but they don't want you hanging around down on the floor. They want you up top on the second level. All right. So y'all help Coach Woodside, Miss Woodside, Coach McGriff. Shout out once again to the GOAT. Shout out to the commissioner. Does so much for Polk County basketball. We appreciate you, boss. Y'all help us out so they can use that facility and the kids can have a experience. It's always better when all the teams are in one place. And so Monday we all in the same place at the field house. Tuesday we all at the same place at Florida Southern. Wednesday we all at the same place at the Rec, and then Thursday we kind of go to different gyms. But let's make sure that we take care of those people. Take care of Coach Woodside, Ms. Woodside, Coach McGriff, and everybody else that's been involved with putting this together. I think it's going to be the best summer league we've had. I mean, we got 28 teams. This might be the first time that every Polk County team, at least public Polk County team, is in the summer league that I know of since we've been doing it. So once again, shout out to everybody that had a chance, something to put into that happening. Coaches, thank y'all for tapping into the summer league. Everybody this year, like I said, that's so big. So I know the kids gonna be excited for it, and we're excited as well. So we'll post all this stuff tomorrow on the page. But summer league starts tomorrow, guys. Y'all do great, be great, compete, get better, and till next time, Polk Hoops, we are out. I'll say, did y'all say who you got? Denver or Miami? Doesn't matter.
Series, I got Denver. I got Denver in the series.
Got Denver night. Okay. All right. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Like I said, we try not to hold you too long, like they say in the Baptist Church, so you can get to the game. And we'll do it next time in a couple weeks. But y'all appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Okay. We out.